Okay. Audience sound. Hello, Facebook Live. Okay. Good afternoon, viewers and students. Okay. Yeah, every day we have some topics to discuss, and sometimes we will have grammar topics. Sometimes we have the prose or poems. Okay. Now I'm going to teach you the poem Macavity, the Mystery Cat, which is written by T.S. Eliot. Okay, this poem speaks about an imaginary cat. Okay, it's not a real cat. T.S. Eliot, he has described an imaginary cat. Okay, this poem is very, very interesting, as well as it speaks about the cunningness and the cruelty and how it defies the human law. Okay, so once again I welcome you to this session. Okay, we have the poem Macavity, the Mystery Cat. This is Pumani, okay, Faculty of English, and let's have the topic now. Okay, when you look at this screen, you can find that how the cat looks. The cat is looking angry, as well as the cat is cunning. Okay, so before going to the poem, just let's have the discussion about discuss the poet. Thomas Stearns Eliot was an essayist and critic and playwright, and he graduated from Harvard University. I think it's one of the best universities in the world. The most famous personalities of this world would have been completed their degrees and higher educations in Harvard University, and he just improved his knowledge, and he has read a lot of literature in Indian literature, and he has learned even Sanskrit literature. So Sanskrit, which is in India. So when he was writing the poems, even he was getting a lot of knowledge from even some Indian literature. It may be Sanskrit or other languages. Okay, his popular poems include The Wasteland. It's one of the famous poems in his life. Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock, As Wednesday, everyone knows it very clearly. Four quartets, Journey of the Magi. Yes, it's a very, very famous work. After Strange Gods and Naming of Cats. And T.S. Eliot was given Nobel Prize for his literary works in the year of 1948. So he contributed much to the English literature. And he is one of the most important figures in English literary works. Let's have the poem right now. Okay. I already told you that Makavity is not a real cat. It's an imaginary cat. So we can visualize in our mind that the cat, which is not normal, it can defy the human law, it can disappear in air, and it can do whatever it thinks. I'm telling you again and again, it's not a real cat, it's an imaginary cat. Okay, so let's go to the topic. Makavity, a mystery cat, he is called the hidden paw, for he is the master of criminal who can defy the human law. He is the baffle of okay, wait. He is the bafflement of the Scotland Yard flying squad despair. For when they reach the scene of Makavity is not there. Okay? So look at this. In the first stanza, the poet speaks about the Makavity's character. Makavity is a mystery cat. I told you at the beginning, Makavity is not a cat. It's an imaginary character who can deceive anyone. He is known as the hidden paw. Hidden paw means the cat doesn't have the nails. So if it walks on the floor, there will be no footprint. We cannot identify it, for he is the master criminal who can defy the law. He is the master of criminal. I think everyone knows what is the meaning of criminal, and he's a monster. Monster as well as monster. So he knows how to escape. He would do all the criminal activities and he would escape very easily. That's why this is a special character of this poem. He is the bafflement. Bafflement means total confusion. Scotland Yard is one of the famous police service, investigating service, the headquarters of London. The flying squad, when they reach the spot, crime spot, Macavity won't be there. Even it will confuse the Scotland Yard, as well as it will make the flying squad despair. When they reach the crime spot, they know that Makavity has done it. But when they go to the crime spot, Makavity won't be there. Okay, good. Okay, fine. Next stanza. Macavity, there is no one like Macavity. In this, so once again the poet is stressing, there is no one like Macavity. He has broken every human law. He breaks the law of gravity. Look at this. He has broken every human law. So the man has made a lot of laws, but he can break it. And he breaks the law of gravity. What is gravity? If you just leave the pen, it will just go down. But when something happens to them, to the Macavity, and it disappears in the air, when it goes, it never comes down. His power of levitation. Levitation means it can disappear. It can disappear very easily. Levitation means, so now I'm standing in front of you, the next moment I can disappear myself. That is called levitation. Would make a fakir star. A fakir star, look at this, a fakir means a holy person who will be in the penance for a long time, and he can disappear in the air. Even he can star. Okay, he is challenging at him. And when you reach the scene of crime, Makavity is not there. Look at this picture. Even he can fly in the air. He can disappear itself in the air. Levitation is action of rising and floating in the air. Because it's not a quality of an ordinary cat. This is imaginary cat. Okay, it's very easy to understand. This is imaginary cat. The cat is not a real one. Okay, he can break the human law. He breaks the law of gravity. Okay. Okay. You may seek him in the basement. You may look up in the air. But I tell you once and once again, Makavity is not there. Makavity is a ginger cat. He is very tall and thin. You would know him if you saw him, for his eyes are sunken in. Okay. So in this is the ginger cat. Ginger cat is not a ginger. Its color is brown. Okay. You may seek, you can expect the basement, the building. You can see, you can look up in the air, so it sometimes move here and there, you can jump over here. But I tell you once again, once and once again, Makavity is not there. When you go there, the Makavity won't be there. And Makavity is a ginger cat. He is very tall and thin. Look at this. Ginger means it's not a thing which can be used for cooking. That is not. Okay, it's tall, it's brown color, okay, and thin. It will be very lean. You would know him if you saw him, for his eyes are sunken. Sunken means it's closed. It will be just sitting like that, and his eyes will be getting inside. His eyebrow can hide its eyes. Okay, next. Now the background image. His brow is deeply lined with a thought. His head is highly domed. His coat is dusty from neglect. His whiskers uncombed. His face, his head from side to side with movements like a snake. And when you think he is half asleep, he is always wide awake. Here the poet speaks about the appearance, how it looks like. His brow is deeply tied with thought. He is always thinking. Deeply lined thought. His head is highly doomed, sitting like that. His coat is dusty from neglect. His whiskers are uncombed. Whiskers. This is a whisker. Whisker is uncombed. I think it's, we have the most of it. But cat has a whiskers. Whiskers uncombed. His face means the snake will move in a zigzag way, just like that. He bends his body, he moves like a snake. So here in this line only you can find that figures of speech simile. In all the lines in Makavity, the poem filled with only the personification, because the cat is personified as a human being, because the cat has the human quality. And when you think he is half asleep, sometimes you may think that the cat is sleeping. No. He is awake, he is aware, he knows what is happening around it. So he is very conscious in his work. Okay. Here, when you look at the background picture, Makavity, there is no one like Makavity. This is simile. Okay, the word is like. And next thing is, in this line, we can find Makavity, there's no one like Makavity. This line is repeated again and again, which means we have the figures of speech repetition or repetition. For he is a fiend, okay, devil. Fiend means devil. It's the cat in the shape of the cat, but there's a quality of the devil. I think everyone knows what are the quality of the devil. And felon, a cat shape, a monster of depravity. Depravity is a quality the evil, the demon has. The demon can deceive the person and kill. For he is a fiend in felon shape, a monster of depravity. You may meet him in a by street, or you may see him in the square. You can see anywhere, here and there. But the crime happens, okay, Makavity won't be there, but everyone knows it. Makavity has done it, but there will be no trace of it. So in the coming lines, the poet will explain everything in detail. Good. Look at this. The cat is looking at the larder. This is called, larder means a cupboard which can be used for storing the food and other things. He is outwardly respectable. They say he cheats at cards, and his footprints are not found in any file of Scotland yards. And when the larder is looted, or the jewel case is rifled, or when the milk is missing, or another Pekin's been stifled. So I have mentioned here, these are the cat's activity. Larders looted, jewel case is stolen, milk is missing, Pekin's been suppressed. Okay, these are the actions which are done by Makavity. Larder is looted. Larder is looted means when something is inside the larder, but it is stolen. Looted means stealing. Jewel case is stifled, so it is broken and it is taken. And when the milk is missing, I think it's one of the major qualities, even the child knows it. And the Pekins is a kind of dog which can be suppressed. So these activities can be done, or the cat can do. Who is Makavity? Next, what are the next paragraph stanza also, he is doing the same. What are the activities which are done by Macavity? The greenhouse glass is broken and the tree trellis past repair. Look at this. This is a greenhouse. The background picture. This is a greenhouse. The background picture, because greenhouse can be built with only glass. The trellis, okay. So it can be just used to join the glass. You know the reapers. This is called trellis. Or something can be used for making the flowers to hang. The vine. Or the greenhouse glass is broken, trellis past repair, and that's the wonder of the thing. Everything is done by Macavity, but there is only one thing which wonders in everyone. Macavity is not there. Yes. Everyone knows. Even I know, and you know, and he knows, and she knows, even the world knows that Macavity has done it, but there will be no proof. And when the foreign office find treaties gone astray, even foreign, even the people who are doing the investigating job, in their files there will be no detail about Macavity. Because when they try to investigate, when they want to take some proof, nothing is left. Okay, he is clever and he is very conscious about leaving the clue to the investigation department. He never leaves anything, because I'm telling you again and again, it's not an ordinary cat, it's an imaginary cat which is written by T.S. Eliot. Because cat cannot be like this. Or the Admiralty lose some plans and drawings by the way. Admiralty, that is the British Navy Department, they might have lost some plans. Look at this: Lauder's loot, jewel case trifled, and package dock suppressed, and green glass broken, trellis past repair, and next, Admiralty lose some drawings. So these are the crimes would have been done by Macavity, but there is no proof. When it's coming outside, everyone can see it, but no one can blame, because there is no proof. There is no trace. Look at this. The people who are investigating the crime spot, I think you might have watched or you might have seen on television, okay, the crime investigation. There may be a scrap of papers. When you just go and find the crime spot, we will find, the police department, they will find the fingerprints and the papers and the small snippets and the small things which can be helpful to discover the truth. There may be a scrap of paper in the hall or on the stair, but it is useless to investigate. But there is no use. Even when they take everything, but there will be no trace of finding Macavity. Macavity is not there. When the loss has been disclosed, sometimes it may be a jewel loss has been disclosed. If it is coming to the public, the police department will be standing like that. How can we do? What can we do? What are steps they have to follow to arrest or to catch the cat Macavity? But there will be no clue, there will be no way to find. The Secret Service, the investigation department say, there will be no clue to arrest, because if you have the proof only, even everyone knows he is an accused or the Macavity is an accused, but we cannot arrest because we don't have the trace, we don't have the witness, we don't have the clue. It must have been Macavity, but he is a mile away. He's a mile away. Something has happened there. Everyone knows that he has done it, but he is not there. He has created the record that he might be somewhere place. Yes. Now, you will be sure to find him resting or licking of his thumb. Look at this, I have taken the picture. just he is keeping its tongue outside, just licking its thumb. His thumb, or engaged in doing some complicated long division. Look at this. In this line, we can find Macavity is not an ordinary cat, because cat cannot do the calculation. Here, complicated long division sums. This is his imagination. Imagination means the poet's imagination. He has put his imagination in the character of Macavity. Macavity, there is no one like Macavity. This is repetition. This is repetition. There never was a cat of such deceitful and suavity. So no cat is like that. No cat is like that. Only one cat, which is Macavity, because the Macavity is the shape of cat, but it has a character of the devil. Deceitfulness, it can cheat anyone very easily. Suavity, and it has a luxury. Luxury means it looks like gigantic. He knows that he has done it, but he never gives a small clue, a small trace, a small witness to anybody. That's why he is very comfortable in his plan. Good. I think we have come to the final stanza. He always has an alibi and one or two to spare. Look at that here. Even when I was teaching the poem last year, I was confusing. I was not able to find the meaning for alibi, and even I was not able to teach everything in detail. Alibi, a claim or piece of evidence that one was elsewhere when act, typically a criminal one. So I can tell you, so something happened in Chennai, the crime, for example. So the Makavity has done it in Chennai, but he has created a record. Yes, he might be in Bangalore on the particular day. So when the police, when the investigation department arrives there, there will be no record of, there is no clue of Makavity, but they can find the record of being there in Bangalore. I think I can find this. So the criminal spot, they can never find even a single paper, but they can have the record, the cat Makavity is somewhere else. That's all it will be. And whatever time the deed took place, Makavity was not there. So very, 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 very tough. Deed, action. Whenever the action happened, the people will just, the police department, the flying squad, the investigation department, when they arrive, when they go to the place, they would find that Makavity was not there. Look at this, he is just giving the clue. And they say that all the cats whose wicked deeds are widely known. Here, that all the cats whose wicked deeds widely known. Yes, all other cats plan. Even one cat just will drink the milk. Another cat just pushes and pulls other things, and it will be broken and it will be shattered on the floor. But what happens? It will have a clear plan. It will execute its plan very easily. That's the thing. So he is referring the two characters. I might mention, I means the poet T.S. Eliot has mentioned here, Mungo Jerry and Griddle Bone, the fictional characters, because look at this, these characters are the fictional characters specialized in petty thefts and mischief in T.S. Eliot's book. A small theft, milk is missing, dry fish is missing, and something is missing in the cupboard. Small, because these are the petty theft. Petty means very, very small, problems and stolen things, but not like Makavity. Eliot's book, Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats. So these, all the cat refers to Mungo Jerry and Griddle Bone. So these cats are specialized or characterized for the small petty thefts. Now the last two lines, I come to the conclusion. Are nothing more than the agents of a cat who all the time just controls their operations, the Napoleon of crime. So the cats which are described in the poem, in his work, the book, the special two characters, they are the agents of Macavity, because he is the minister, he is a criminal, he is a master of criminal, and he is commanding, he is controlling all the criminal cats. That's why he is called Napoleon of crime. Napoleon is one of the major warriors in the French army. Whenever he just took the war, wherever just he went, he just brought victory to his country. That's a famous era in French. I think because I learned in history that he was never defeated. Whether it's true or not, but he is compared to the Napoleon. And I'm telling you again and again, the entire poem is filled with only personification. And next thing is, we have the lines again and again, that is repetition. Makavity is not there, Makavity was not there. There was no Makavity, something like this, we have the lines. And next, we have simile. In two lines, we have simile. Simile is very easy if you have the word like or as. The poem is in the blank verse in a simple way. Everyone can understand very easily. Even the words which are there, can be read, can be understood easily by an ordinary person. We don't have. It's not necessary to have the reference books. So I think all the people and all the viewers, you might have enjoyed it. And if you have doubt, because I just want to tell you that if you have any doubt, if you want to have some clarification, if you want me to improve my knowledge as well as presentation, just pass your comments on comment section. Please subscribe this channel, and once again I thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much. Bye.